Good afternoon, and thank you for joining My Witness News. I'm Amy Higgins. We begin with our top story following the latest developments in the Frayne trial. State troopers gave their eyewitness testimonies on Tuesday in the trial of Eric Frayne, the man charged with killing Corporal Brian Dixon and severely wounding Trooper Alex Douglas outside the Blooming Grove Barracks in September of 2014. Douglas did not testify but was in the courtroom as troopers took the stand in the Pike County Courthouse. Witnesses said they heard 3 loud bangs when Frayne shot and wounded Douglas. The prosecution said Frayne also shot and killed Dixon. Douglas is slated to testify in 2 weeks as the prosecution continues to present its case. Frayne faces the possibility of the death penalty if convicted. In Lackawanna County, a man who was wanted for murder in the state of New York has been captured by local authorities. Waverly Pleasant, 31, is facing second-degree murder charges in the Albany, New York area. Pleasant was located and arrested Tuesday afternoon along Electric Street in Dunmore after U.S. Marshals notified Scranton police that they believed he may have fled to the Scranton area. Pleasant will remain in the custody of local authorities until he is extradited back to New York. Police say it was an anonymous tip that led them to a suspect in a hit-and-run that happened over 2 weeks ago in Scranton. Cassandra Exeter Rivera, 27 of Scranton, has been charged with hitting Peter Mataloni of Dunmore as he was walking across Greenridge Street. Exeter Rivera is also charged with driving with a suspended license and with tampering with evidence. Joan Martini of Hazleton, the woman accused of setting fire to a house with 10 people inside it, has pleaded guilty to 1 count of arson. Martini was sentenced Tuesday to 30 to 60 months in prison for the blaze she set back in March of 2015. Martini will also pay $2,300 in restitution. And in Snyder County, flames engulfed a home on Tuesday night. The fire started just before 8 p.m. along Route 104. The Middleburg fire chief says that the entire house went up in flames in just a matter of minutes. There were 4 people in the home when the blaze started. All got out safely. The fire chief says that last night's windy conditions contributed to the fire spreading so quickly. An investigation into what started the blaze is still ongoing. And now we'll go live to King's College's Bessler Field in Wilkes-Barre Township with Anastasia Araviakis for this week's Highlights in Sports.
Thank you, Amy. And today we'll start with baseball. The Rail Riders will wait to begin their Triple-A title defense as it was rained out in Buffalo. Their season opener will start Saturday with a singles admission doubleheader on Sunday. The Rail Riders will come home Monday night at the PNC Field. On to local hockey now. The Penguins, meanwhile, are in playoff chase. They are traveling to Lehigh Valley, Hartford, and Providence in 3 straight days this weekend. They are looking to clinch in the Atlantic Division in the American Hockey League this weekend. Now on college lacrosse. Conference play began for Kings and Wilkes lacrosse as they both faced off, but it was all Kings. The Lady Monarchs took a commanding lead at the Smith Stadium as they defeated the Lady Colonels 18-3. On the men's side, the Monarchs got defense early. Then Brock Johnson took over, scoring a career high of 8 points, 3 goals, and 5 assists, with a 12-6 victory over the Colonels. Across Major League Baseball now, the Phillies lost 2-0 in Cincinnati. The Yankees fell in Tampa Bay 4-1, and the Mets lost against the Atlanta Braves 3-1 in 12 innings. I'm Anastasia Araviakis. That's it for sports. Now let's send it back to the studio for the weather.
Thank you, Anna. We had a beautiful day today. The temperatures were hovering around 60 degrees today, as we have a reading of 61 degrees here in the area, according to the airport. Let's take a look at some of the almanacs. We are about a couple degrees above average. Sunrise was just a little after 6:30. Sunset was just a little after 7:30. And the record high was 83 back in 1910. We may see that number as early as middle of next week, while the record low was 17 back in 1995. Let's take a look at the satellite and what's coming for us on Thursday, as we have a big swath of showers and thunder showers over the Ohio Valley. It's part of a big weather complex that's producing some severe weather across portions of the southeast and the southeastern region, as this is about 300 miles away, and that could be hitting us as early as tomorrow morning, and it's going to come down big time here in the area. And one problem is flooding, as the Susquehanna River flood stage is 22 feet, while the National Weather Service Advanced Hydrological Prediction Service suggests 23.2 feet for Saturday morning, according to the charts on the National Weather Service. So let's take a look at the week ahead. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are your forecast days. 50 on Thursday, while we may drop to the mid-40s on Friday as part of a breeze. But nevertheless, flooding is a potential, so be sure to watch for additional travel time. Saturday, things clear out a little bit. Still chilly, upper 50s, which isn't too bad, but then the warm-up really begins Sunday and Monday. Upper 60s Sunday, mid-70s Monday, and we may just hit 80 degrees on Tuesday. So this is a signal that winter is officially over and we are ready to rock into the spring and summer seasons. So we're going to send it back to Amy Higgins, back at the news desk. Amy?
Thank you, John. We leave you tonight with a story out of Harpersville, New York, where one resident of New York's Animal Adventure Park has become an internet sensation. Millions of people have been following April the giraffe online. Zookeepers installed web cameras in February, hoping to capture the birth of her first calf. The much anticipated birth is expected to happen very soon. You can check in on the mother-to-be through a link on the My Witness News website. And that's all for us tonight at My Witness News. Thank you for joining us. Good night, everybody.